Hello YouTube, welcome back. The Old Guy Plays 1969 for some more City Skylines number 1, episode 11. Having a look here at Senior Citizen City. And I hope none of the games have been interrupted, as the little background music that I've chosen for my video here got some copyright strikes. But yet I downloaded it from a site that said the music was 100% free. Okay, so they did eventually release the strike. Maybe I guess that they seen that it was not my fault, that it was the ones that advertised it was free. But anyway, if there's any interruptions in the videos, then that would be why. Hopefully we don't have any more problems with that particular tune that you hear playing in the background. Focusing on our city. Wow, let's see here. We made some slipstreams off onto this, crap little highway that we put around. We've got a lot of stuff unlocked. I think what the plan should be going forward this episode is some more city cleanup. I mean, this area over here was designed pretty good, fairly happy with it. It's said the way I've separated the commercial from the res. But really, it doesn't look, I guess, super realistic. And neither does this over here as well, the way it's been designed. And, with the introduction of the Industries DLC, we should be able to cut this back and start making a proper industry, I guess is the word. So let's have a look at the map and see, where the actual farming and forestry areas are. So it looks like it's over here in this section here would be a good place to do the actual forestry. And it looks like I definitely did plan that out with selecting Farmer's Corner here. Let's bring that back up and this up. Can you have both up? Industry, okay. I cut that back some because, we don't want it all to be farming, but we can make a pretty good farm plot there out of that. Also, the train runs through there. So we got 2 tracks running side by side. And also, we have an issue with the train tracks being right here. So, I was thinking right here, we could probably do an industry, like a cargo hub or something. But not with the way the roadways are going here. Really think this still requires a redesign. It's pretty amateuristic the way I have it. But I wanted to demonstrate as well to anybody that may be playing this game, especially if you're new. This is how it goes. This is how people build stuff. You go ahead and watch, like, say, Biffa's Fix My City videos. Go watch any one of those and have a look, and you'll see off-roaded junctions like this and everything. They don't look really realistic. Had to stop for a drink. So what I would like to accomplish in this episode, here, let's take the game off pause so we can make money while I'm talking, is I want to start to clean up the city. Now, I made this a main arterial, and I put like some highway in here, whatever. And really, what I should do is probably continue this down as highway. Just carry it straight on through as highway. And then maybe venture it off, bring the highway down, venture it off this way. So we got a main connection coming through, like a main superhighway, and have it connect back onto the highway there. I think that would be a good plan. So that means demolishing probably the center part of our current city that we have here, right here. Pardon me. I think we also definitely should develop this more and develop it in a way so that it has some character, some, you know, curved roads like you do see in communities. Let's have a look at the actual terrain now and see if there's anything that's off with this. Maybe it's all, maybe it's all like flat. Just got to find the button for it now. Terrain heights. Okay. That's pretty flat as all get out. Whole map's pretty flat, really. So shouldn't be really anything to run into over here, I don't think. So I've made these now as full arterial roads, so I'm gonna extend this one out. See, and I don't know with this elevation stepping tool if by default anarchy's on or not. I can't remember. But anyway, continuing on. So let's bring this one down. We got lots of money, so we should be fine. And we'll continue to bring this one up. To here. And what did we put in here? We put in the small 4-lane there, so that, and then we went with the 2-lane roads off. It just so that if we wanted to commercialize this, we could. Yeah, makes sense to me. All right. Hate building in the dark, and I thought we were going to change this. Maybe we didn't. Yeah, we got everything still putting along here on normal. Let's speed this up. And we're just gonna get this, you know, whoops. I think I grabbed the wrong thing. Let's reset that. I meant to grab this one. Pull it up into the daytime. And then our day-night cycle, I want to shut that off for a bit. I will, you know, show it at night, definitely, but it's easier for people to see what you're doing in the daytime. And I think I get now why a lot of YouTubers do it that way. And I'm gonna load the natural lighting on this too. Seems to be one of my favorite lighting structures or lighting things. Really see what's going on here. All right, so I got a pedestrian path in here. Just trying to make this look a little nicer. Some of the parks and plazas. Yeah, I like what we got going here. Gold Woman Investments. Or Gold Man. I thought it's a Gold Woman. I Serve Limited. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm fairly happy with the city, the way that it's designed. Now, I think we're gonna put another community here. I think we should continue on like this is. Go with a regular 2-lane street. I don't think there'd be another street there. I think what we can do, put on the curve road tool and I'll just have a little fun with the roadways. I think could that be a possibility? Yeah, I'd say I like it. So going to 90 degree, not really going to be utilizing some good space, but maybe that'll be okay. So I'll bring it up to there. We'll use a pathway to connect that. This, we'll use the curve road tool. Same with this, we'll just curve it in a little bit. Okay, let's get out our pathway tool again. I can hear buildings upgrading like crazy, so that's good. Okay, we'll connect the community over here as well. Nope. Let us paint some more housing in here. I think where this is a plaza and that kind of thing, I think we're going to want to go high residential over here, followed by some low res here. Do I want anything along this road? Yeah. I'm not fond of the idea. I mean, I did put some commercial on it, going pretty much all the way down it. Do I want to continue that, or do I want to break it up with a little bit of community? I got to think of transit and things of that nature too. This is also part of the trade school campus for the university. And I think we didn't do too bad of a job in here. This looks pretty good still. See how this grows up. But yeah, the way communities are designed, they're not really perfect grids. I mean, there's some cities in the US that are like that for sure, but not when you get into places in Europe and stuff like that. They tend to not have a gridded system so much like we do in this part of the world. Okay, so let's go to a straight road. I'm going to bring out two this way, connect them up. And this one down. Get our bendy road tool here. Makes sense that way. Makes sense that way. Okay, something is going on over here. Never seen this icon before. What's it saying? Not in pedestrian area. Guess I got something with the drawed zones, I think. I've never had this one come up before. Looks like we got a water issue here too with water pipes. And I think with this city we were keeping them under the roads. I don't think I really drew a walking area here, so maybe I should get rid of that. Maybe that's what the issue is. Just get down that way. Yeah, you see, I zoned that for the trade school. And the campus. Change my mind here now and bring that back. Oh my God. We have a major fire over here. It's like our park burnt down. I'm wondering now if I shouldn't have helicopters be able to fly in. The only problem is I really don't have a place for them to grab a water source. Guess it's good that it's raining out. They are getting to the fires though, so that's not bad. Nobody's really attending to the actual park itself. Yeah, they're getting to the main buildings going around, but they're saying the hell with the park on the inside. Just watch them here while they work. Putting out the tennis courts. People are right back to playing tennis, even though it burnt down. Oh, we got these great, these high rises caught on fire.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
This is not good.
The tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Okay, I gotta put in another disaster building again. And I wonder if I should sound the alarm too for my citizens. Activate shelters, evacuation mode. Yep. Try to keep the casualties low. Yeah, we got water coming in like crazy. We're gonna want pumping trucks. I'm not sure where's a good spot to put the disaster response airbase, earthquake sensor. That must all be handled by this building or this one. I thought there was one that had like a pumping station. Fire helicopter depot. We will eventually get one of those now that I see that the wow. That is a major flood. Yeah, And I can say maybe that's what'll make my YouTube experience for City Skylines a little different as well. I don't think the rest of them play with the disasters on. They kind of just use the disasters as a way of getting rid of stuff. And I do have the disasters turned up a bit too. Maybe it's not under fire, it's not under the disaster. Maybe it's under garbage industry, fishing, postal.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Garbage, maybe it's underwater. Pumping service. Has a fleet of vacuum trucks that are sent out, to help with flooding in buildings. Okay, so this is one we're going to want to put down, and I think we're going to need to put it down. Wow, that tsunami thingy is moving right on through. And it does need to be on a roadway. Since this is the new section of the city, man. Biggest problem is it's just passing on through. It doesn't matter where I set it down. I think I should set it down maybe over here, because I think this building needs power too. Which we have a break in the line over here too. Let's throw it in over here. Let's get hooked up to the water pipes. And it's gonna need all right, so that'll send out pumping trucks. There they go. But hopefully most of my citizens, I saved them in time and got them. I know we did lose 1,700. Wow. We're losing money bad too.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Wow. That tsunami came from out this way. Well, I'm gonna have to, once I get out to this section, I'm gonna have to build quay walls and, flood basins along the coast. This is really, really, really gonna set things back. Uh, 189 places without power. I mean, the pumping trucks are out there, but it just sucks because of all the zoning, it cleared out the population, right? People moving back in, but I know I got people in shelters. Things are looking fairly cleaned up here now. Wow, Smith Street, well, that just flooded right out. Yeah, the whole tunnel now is a lake. Okay. Let's release everybody. I think we are good. Let's move this over. Release all citizens from shelters. We haven't built the desired detection. Okay, so we didn't have a tsunami warning thing, so. All right, so I've released our citizens back out of the shelters, and they will return to rebuilding homes and stuff. So we have no demand for nothing right now, and it's because everything got knocked down. Not sure what building that is. I wonder if I should build another one of those disaster relief buildings. Disaster response unit. Wow. Really sucks when you lose everything, you know? This building's freaking huge. I don't really want to put that down. I've already lost 100,000 because of my city. Complete disaster. All right, we're without power over here. Let's see if we can get power restored. Put in power poles there. Okay, power's getting restored over here. Wow, losing 26,000 cycle. That's crazy. These poor people. Could always tax the living crap out of everybody that's left alive. Yeah. Says there's still 4 areas or homes critically without power. I think that's over here. So that. That. There we go. Power's getting restored. Nice. Okay, we have 2 buildings that are kind of destroyed. One's a medical clinic and one is the underground metro station. Okay. Yeah, you definitely need that disaster response building in order to fix those, because they send trucks out, they fix it, and then that icon will change. People are driving it under the water under here. Okay, so now it's telling me there is one that is rebuilt. It's not that one. Is it the medical clinic? And we got another fire over here, so that's freaking great, right? This one here. It's a sauna. Where's the medical clinic? It told me. Let's go to the metro. Rebuild that. Well, that's fixed. And then the medical clinic over here. Rebuild that. And then emergency shelters without power over here. Okay. Just trying to fix all the problem areas. Wow, that was all nicely zoned low residential, and all the population's gone, but yet I had enough shelters to save everybody. I thought I had enough to protect the well over 7,000 people. I suppose I was a little bit above that. Low density housing in there. I guess now it's just a waiting game. I gotta let everything build back up again. I mean, I lost 200,000 in that disaster. Just, I'm lucky we had the money, but I am thankful in one sense. I can see my grid and I can see what I was doing. Yeah, so I've turned this into highway. You know, I was thinking we could get some nice oceanfront stuff going there. Eventually we could get a fisheries department over here. I was going to redo the industry and everything else too, but now it's all going to have to wait. All of it. And yeah, I guess over here we can build some more commercial, I guess, down the middle and turn this into residential areas once it's all built up again. Do want to kind of eliminate this. I mean, highway is running right straight through the bloody city. Those pumping trucks getting over here or what? No, none of these are in use anymore. So the disaster response building is idle now. Okay. Bye-bye. I'm gonna find a proper place to put, you know, one of those in eventually. Okay, so it says, in the aftermath of the tsunami, we only lost 10 citizens. 5 buildings were destroyed and 53 meters of road. Okay. Okay. All right, righty. just everybody has to rebuild everything. And I'm not a fan of the time-lapse thing either. I don't like doing that either. But what we've essentially ended up here with is 2 diamond interchanges. I don't know what my thought was for this, because this is kind of an arterial road already. Yeah, well, we lost students because probably some of them died in the disaster. We're still unrecognized. Campus attractiveness is 130. Yeah, got a power grid somewhere causing problems. Over here. Nope. Oh yeah, that leads to sewage pumping, and this will probably be people complaining, oh, there's not enough workers, right? Yeah. Well, that is because a lot of the population has to rebuild their homes, so they're all busy, trying to find a way to resume proper life. All right, so I think this whole thing here, I'm going to delete it. Don't think we need that. I will turn this into an arterial road, I think, running down. Actually, no. This really could be a collector. Turn this whole thing into a collector going down. Or do I need that to be a collector? I don't think I do. I think the biggest problem is kind of right here. These junctions. I wonder if it comes to the crossings, if I said you're not allowed to cross there. You can cross there. Nope, somebody just went across the one I said you couldn't go across. Citizenswhodon'tlisten.com. Still losing money out to Xing Yang. Water is finally receding some. Where the hell is that pumping station? That's it there. 6 vehicles in use. They're probably all over here trying to get the water out of that tunnel. What a mess. Well, I guess in a way you can say what a disaster, right? The funny thing is, you know, if I only lost 10 citizens, why are they not moving back in? Well, I do see there's a positive number there, but I think it's because they're trying to rebuild the houses. I'm not quite sure where they're concentrating on rebuilding, like what section are they thinking is the best place to rebuild the city first? And I honestly believe until we get things rebuilt, I'm not going to really be able to expand or do anything else because I really don't want to touch the money. Yeah. So episode 11 is going to be Disaster Strikes Again. So far in the city, we've had like starting off, we had a earthquake, I think somewhere, didn't we? And then a tsunami. Or maybe the tsunami was the only thing we had. Yeah, and I honestly do not believe that this is needed. Let's just leave it like that for now. I mean, I think what I should do, it's okay with having two collectors, like have a collector running this way into this here, and I'm gonna downgrade this road too. It really does not need to be that size, so let's grab that industrial road. Let's downgrade these two. So they don't need to be arterial right now. Home Hardware. Oh, a Shoppers Drug Mart. That's definitely Canadian. We need to keep that. Natural fresh meat. Okay. We have the water processing plants here. Pipe the crap right out of your home. Okay. I think this district over here, maybe it's taking this longer to grow because it's, no, it's default style. So I don't understand that. I mean, I could VIP it. Well, all that's really going to do is do the shelter, I guess. Fast recovery. Oh, that's if you turn it into more citizens lost, but then it recovers faster. I don't think we want to do that either. Now it's saying there's a demand for commercial. Those are rebuilding. A commercial over here going back up. I don't know why, because there are not enough educated workers. Yeah. Let's check our schooling. No, we're fine on the schooling. We haven't got people using the public library system. Well, I do apologize that there's not much to be built in this episode, but you know, maybe it's a good thing, and then that way, you know, you can see what your focus should be after a disaster. I mean, we got this all zoned for residential, and the sad thing is nobody's going to move in here until the demand goes up. So right now the game will concentrate on, you know, any spot that's free, that, you know, it's close to work or whatever. I mean, I think what you can do to speed things up, if you want, you can unzone it and then rezone it afterwards. Well, let's just see. If I go in and I unzoned these communities here, let's just see what happens. Let's see if the demand will go up. It's a 5 out of 5 household. I mean, in a way, if you wanted to change the actual housing type, this would be a good time to change it. So I could change this area to Brooklyn and Queens. Could change it to mid-century modern, European suburbia, or European. Yeah, let me tell this to go European style. See what some of the European style houses look like. Might make this area look a little better. People are still using the metro. All right, I know all the rest of our services were pretty good. Probably should check the transit system, I guess, just to see how it's functioning. Might be better to look at it this way. What are you doing, man? I'm gonna view it, not cancel. Okay, so we don't have a ridiculous amount of people waiting. We got two trams on the line, that's fine. And that goes to the high-rise section. The metro itself, we're gonna get 83 passengers taking that, and there is 24 stops. 3 vehicles on it. I suppose that's okay. These vehicles take what? Oh no, this is the tram. They only hold 65 people. Geez, we got one stop there on the tram line that has what, over 124 people on it? I think we should switch this to a 90 or even 105 capacity tram. Let's go to 105 capacity tram. We'll bring it down to 2 cars. See how that goes? Yeah, I'm hearing the upgrade thing go ding ding ba bing bing, and you know, money's starting to come into the positive again. We are starting to hit population growth again. The commercial zone in here now, where I do have some commercial demand. I wonder if it would be better to go in here and say bye-bye. Oh, I think the KFC is I think that's historical. No, it's not. They've been dezoned. Let's go with high density commercial in here. Since there's a little bit of demand for it. Although they're still crying for workers, but they probably want uneducated workers, do they? Now there's jobs for highly educated workers. I don't think we're spitting enough people out of our university. It's probably the issue. The Dale residents. We got a population of over 580 people. There's only 160 households. I think it's because most of the population that's in here are in the commercial zone. Let's use this D-zone tool again. Just D-zone all of this. Power line out with that. Power to shelter. Yeah, I'm wondering, I think that works a little bit better. Turn that back on because I didn't realize there was a home growing in there. Hoopers. Wonder if Sheldon's home. One place crying for workers, and you know, I kind of figured it might have been, you know, commercial area. There's still a little bit of damage left over from the tsunami. Just we'll pause. Gotta fix this. It's getting on my nerves staring at it. What is down here? That shouldn't be causing any mention. None of them are marked historical. Pick a tool. I like that one. I like that tool so much because you can just click on any road and then get its type. Regular road. On pause. Okay, a little bit of a traffic jam here. What's going on there? Could change that to a dedicated turn lane. So nobody that wants to go straight should be getting into that lane. Okay, saying that pump trucks are not being used anymore, but yet there's still water over here. This road here sunk in as well. Kind of almost want to take a moment and fix that. In a way, let's go. This is the bulldoze underground. You know, if I'm being honest, that tunnel isn't even needed anymore. And why do I say that? Because it's not needed anymore. Because I had to dezone all of this. And that's why it's no longer needed. Okay, so on this road here is flooding again because the water that was left there that they said that they didn't need. Okay, so that should send trucks out again. Go click on this. Yep, they're coming out to deal with it, so. I think I only put that slip road down there just so that the garbage trucks could get over here. Then we also built a facility over this way. Yeah, there's one over here in the corner as well, which I'm probably going to take out once I start doing the farming. Yep. Alrighty, so I guess we will what? Hyper focus on a truck or something? Take a ride around the city? And then he's returning to the facility. You know, I should really just pause the game and just find a car to follow around. Okay. Let's see where this dude's going. Okay. This guy's going somewhere. He's driving to work. Let's follow him for a second. Just have a look at things because, well, that wasn't a long trip. Oh, man. Yep. Wow. Lost so many homes. It's hard to believe I didn't lose the population, but then again too, rezone some areas to be high residential. So I think people that were in the low density homes, it's like, why live in a low density house when you can live in a high density house? They're worth more value, right? So it's probably why they gravitate to it. This guy seems to be driving by one of our parks. We can look over there. He made his delivery. Oh, that guy's got a bent rim on his truck. Oof. See that guy pile the brakes on? My goodness. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying my playthrough of Senior Citizen City. I hope you're enjoying the fact that I have disasters on and that our city is slowly starting to recover here. I'm seeing more and more starting to fill back out. But I need a plan. I need a plan going forward. So, you know, we've went in here and we've kind of taken out the bypass that we originally were going to put in, because I honestly don't think we need it. Well, that's not true. I still would like to have a highway section. Well, actually, I don't need it. I got these arterial roads that are, you know, and I got this highway here. This highway here, I think this one here is going to act as the one that can bridge between the two. And I think that was the initial plan as to why I put that in like the way I did. Yeah. Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll put a little roundabout at the end of this guy and a roundabout down here at the end of that guy, and just have it so that that highway runs from section to section to allow and then just shut it off from regular citizen traffic and just have it so that only, you know, trucks and emergency vehicles and garbage trucks can use the road, the highway, and it'll be just strictly for getting goods back and forth from section of the city to section of the city. Well, and with that, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. This is Old Guy Plays 1969. I've probably said it 1,000 times. Anyway, we'll see you after. Thanks. Bye-bye.